Okay, gonna see if it's gonna work or not. The wind's kind of blowing, so I only have two hands. Really noisy parking lot here in Abbotsford. But anyway, I just want to give you an overview of the systems that I've kind of chosen to make the floor systems for. This is the best one here. It's a 12 by 30 shelter tube system, and so I've designed the floors to be 12 feet wide up to 36 feet. So this is 30 foot. It's going to leave you with a 6-foot deck. This one here, kind of like the design, it's a little bit wider. I can custom make the cross supports to fit this. It's 20 foot long. This is a garage. I kind of like that one. And I like this one here too, because it's 22.5 foot wide. But with the floor system, I can easily make it to work for this. And then you have this 12.5 by 20, and you got this car shelter down below here. Okay, so what I'm doing is building a floor system for it. Once I know which one's going to work. And so this here is the side support system. This is the cross support system here in the yellow. And so your floor panels, this is 12 foot here, 4 feet. So your floor panels are 4 by 12. So they're actually going to drop over top of these, right? And this green here, that's actually the framing on the floor. Okay. This here is all the lumber. You can see the 2x6s for the floor. And this is your 12 foot long. These are 2x4s by 12, 2x4 by 8. This is your decking material, your 1/2 inch plywood, and your 5/8 decking, and your 4x4 posts. And I'll be using the 4x4 posts for making the leg assembly, right? Because you have to be able to adjust this to ground to level it. So altogether, I have close to 5,000 pounds of weight in all this. That's just in the raw material. Okay, hopefully that'll stay there. So I'm going to actually start showing you the floor system. We're going to need these for the end days, because soon a lot of people is going to be losing their homes because of the banks, like what happened in 2009. All right, this is the side support system, 16 inches across. You can see where I have the 4x4s here with 2x4 jacks, double top plate, double bottom plate, and this is the locks I want to make that would join these sections together. And you can see your adjustable feet here, and where the metal actually goes inside the 4x4. So that's it, stretched out to 32 feet. And again, this is you can see where they go here in the brown, the side support system. Okay. This is your cross support, same dimensions, 16 inches by 12, same design. I'm going to have one in the middle support, just in case you want to put a heavy load on top of the floor. But I've extended the top plate past, right? And I designed it where I put a 45 cut on this red part here on this 2x4. So this one part here would actually fasten to the side support. So when you drop this in, it actually lock right in, and you just put a couple screws in there. This would be covered with 1/2 inch plywood or with gussets. If I use gussets, I can at least alleviate some of the weight, but it's best if you use a full 1/2 inch skin over top, You can see where they go here. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of those. This is the last, the floor system itself. So these are your panels. I think there's 9 of these 4 by 12 foot panels. And this is the, actually the yellow, this is going to be a 2 by 6 framework. And in between here, for the floor joists, you're actually going to be 2 by 4 insulated batt with 1.5 inch foam over the back. So that pretty well fill up the back. Just to make it a little more warmer and snug. Got this bee flying around me. This is the last one. Now when you got these all up and working, this is what you can do with it. You would have 12 of these shelters set up around. This is your 32-foot yurt, and I think I've extended the boardwalk or the platform to 24 feet. So you would have to back up to about 32 feet here where you would join your logic system together. So you can actually take 2 of these, make a common deck, and just have a walkway that comes up to a set of stairs here. But this would give you a combination for 12 families, plus the family that be in the center. That's more or less they'd be kind of looking after the camp. And so I was able to fit this in with the original format. This is just point, I forget what it is, but it's 83 feet here. So this actually goes together into a larger format, but it does fit into the original overlay, which is good. So that's it. This is my tent ministry that I'm asking Jesus for. The Apostle Paul, when he went out in his ministry, he made tents for a living. He supported his own hands, and so he wouldn't be a burden to those around him in the ministry. And that's what I like to do. The Lord has called me to make the end time refuges for the remnant, for the bride. And folks, we need to start on this. This would be a very profitable business, even in a time of a recession. So I'm just doing this now, getting it up, and doing this video, and it's going to be uploaded to the Nibiru Rising site on Facebook. This is Joshua Taylor, coming to you from here in Abbotsford, British Columbia, Canada.